We're not exactly sure yet why this happened. My family has been a victim of violence before. 10 years ago, approximately, my first cousin, Benjamin LeBaron, was an activist against the violence of the cartels, and he was murdered along with his brother-in-law, Luis Woodmar. So after that incident, we understood that he was a target, being an activist, trying to help local communities, because he didn't stop just with our town. He went out to all the neighboring communities, tried to organize and tried to, help protect innocent victims. And so we knew he had a target, and he knew, but he was willing to take that risk for the good of the communities. This, though, came as a total surprise, a total shock. Nobody ever expected that innocent women and children would be, excuse me, excuse me, gunned down and murdered in such a violent way. We do know that it wasn't just a simple act of being caught in a crossfire. We know that Lindy's cousin's wife put her baby in the back seat to protect the baby, got out with hands in the air, showing that she was an innocent woman, and they still shot her down in cold blood. It was not an accident. That's what we know so far. We don't know necessarily that they went after them specifically. What we do know is that they were aware that they were women and children, innocent people, and that they were ultimately murdered in cold blood. If they were trying to send a message to my family for some reason, that would be news to us. We have not received any threats of any sort that I'm aware of.
I mean, I always tell people, yeah, be careful, but it's safe. We go there all the time. When all this was happening, I felt I would probably never return. But yet I have so much family there. So it's like I can't really say I would never return. And I don't know what's to come of it. And I know that we need this to stop. I mean, this is something that people keep saying, why didn't people just move? That's not an option. This is like 5 generations in of our family. You can't just pick up and leave your life, and I don't think people really understand that true meaning of home, and that is what we have there. And so it's easier said than done. Like, people are like, how can you love this little desert town? And I'm like, you have no idea. That's our life. That's where all of our memories are. And growing up there, you could stay out till midnight if you wanted. And even with your siblings, all of them, go anywhere. It was very safe when we were young and younger. And so I definitely, it's changing, and it's really, really sad.
It's one thing to secure the borders, but why not have the international cooperation? Our countries can be such wonderful partners, they have so much to offer one another. And the cartels are getting all kinds of international support. All the billions of dollars that flow in from the illegal drug trade come from, in a great part, the U.S. and other nations across the world. And so the Mexican government is outfunded. And it's not simply a Mexican problem, it's a worldwide problem. There are more Americans killed by murder in Mexico every year than all other nations combined. So it is something that affects U.S. citizens.
Well, not to mention that the U.S. citizens that are taking these drugs, look at what we have going on right now. It's not just Mexico. And I think seeing all that, like you said, it's way bigger than just this simple little town. I mean, we know it's everywhere.
And really, is it a pride thing? Is it worth all? I mean, some people think, well, it's not fair. Just, hundreds of Mexicans, or thousands, are dying every year, innocent Mexican citizens. And because you guys and your family have dual citizenship, you're getting all this international attention. And it isn't fair. But if we are given the platform, we should speak up for justice and for peace. And the president of Mexico should put his pride aside and accept the international help and recognize that this is an international issue, an international crisis.